About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Atlanta Braves.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next. And on the hill today, Chris Sale. Singy, he's got a chance to do something pretty special here.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
The 0-1. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball.
And that's downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Got him swinging.
batting second baseman.
And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Torres in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Oh, 1 down. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first.
Batting third baseman, Colt Keith.
Now the third baseman, Colt Keith. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball.
Sale delivers. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. And the Tigers have the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
No.
The 1-0. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Detroit making up ground with this homer. It's now 1-0. Back at Truist Park, getting the nod in this one, Brant Herter. What do we have on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Foul ball there. Fastball for a strike.
Ball.
Backed off the plate that time.
Ball.
Payoff pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This team collectively, Chris, the bat-to-ball skills are outstanding. They lead the league in total hits coming in.
Yeah, Boog, I wouldn't want to be a pitcher who's got to face this lineup. I mean, every spot in the order, dangerous. Really professional hitters that walk to the dish. I mean, they just don't give away at bats. Ton of contact. You know, these fielders behind this pitcher, they better be on their toes because the ball is going to be in play a whole lot.
Yeah, when the ball is in play, at least from an offensive perspective, eventually something good can happen. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 1-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. First pitch misses. Oh, great stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, on now to the top half of inning number 2. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Chris Sale back to work. And the 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
That's to third. Throws across the diamond and quickly one away in the second.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. This ball's chopped on the ground. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting seventh, left fielder, Matt Yearling.
Two down, base is empty. Matt Vierling, the next to hit. And that skips in the dirt. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. On the ground, out to short. Mateo sends it to first, and the inning is over. One left for Detroit, but they're on top, 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Ball.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Hee-haw!
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
That one fouled off. And he drops it down the third baseline. Keith, not in time.
Yeah.
He's safe.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
I don't know if he planned to lay down that bunt before stepping into the box, but with the infield playing back, he saw an opportunity and he took advantage of it. Nicely done.
One out man at first. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Step off throw to first. And he just got his hand in there. Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, one away. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting seventh, left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Step off, throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Ball one, no strikes. And a foul ball. The 1-1. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Center fielder, Eli.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Eli White next up for the Braves. Swing and a bouncer. McGonigal. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers.
On an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Swings through it for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Ball.
The 1-0. That one hit to right. Acuna on his way over. Takes it in for the out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And a strike on the outside edge.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the...
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Tigers are shut down there, but they still lead it 1-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now in for the Braves, Jorge Mateo. Just missed. Meanwhile, Activity in the bullpen. Kiter Montero, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Holton also throwing.
Yep. Ball, no.
Here's a 2-1. This one in the air right field. That one opts against the fence. The throw in. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Up next.
Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Ball off the plate.
Man at second. And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 1-2 now on Acuna. Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
2-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Brant Herter won't go any further tonight. And that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this. Kiter Montero comes on now.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Drake Baldwin getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Now quick throw to first. Acuna dives back in. Acuna runs. Pitch inside. Roll bounces. He's safe. It's a stolen base. That was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Tied up here in the early going.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2-2 now. Way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And the 1-0. That one ripped but foul. Flips the corner. And it's 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 aboard with 1 out. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Now there's a bullet down the line, and that's just foul. Two on, 1 out.
Ball 1 up.
And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Throw into third, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man on second, 2 down. And now it's filled up. Michael Harris the second in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In the air to left center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything perfect just to track it down. Sometimes even that's not enough to make the catch.
No.
Albies, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves 2, and the Tigers 1. Back at Truist Park as we go to the top of the fourth. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Chris Sale ready to get back to work. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Got him. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Ball.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Here's a 1-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2-1 now. Fouled off left side. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Here comes Torque to the plate. Grounded out his first time up.
No, that's down.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. He sends one out the opposite way, and they tie it up. It's 2-2.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out?
Ball.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early. 2-0 count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. That's to third. Riley fires to first. That ends the frame. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game to the bottom of inning number 4 now. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ready to go, bottom 4. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. That's ripped into the outfield. Thielen takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
In the air to left center. Thielen should have this one. And there's two down.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Eli.
Next to hit, Eli White. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nice grab on the run. That is the inning. Down in order go the Braves. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Back here in Atlanta, ready now for the 5th inning. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. That misses. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Bounced up the middle. Albies slings to first. One away here in the 5th.
Up next to the Tigers, right fielder, Renzo Perez.
Ball 1.
That's inside. And now 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that's outside. It is ball 4, and he's on base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Go ahead run on base. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
The Braves trying to keep this a 2-2 game. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now throw to first, but back easily.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. No, that's foul.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Home half of the fifth coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Jorge Mateo. That one missed.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Jackknifes out of the way. That one fouled off, 2-2. Got him. One gone here.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Yep.
You'll one.
Ball inside.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
For the Braves, catcher
Drake Baldwin digs in now. He is struck out, and he is walked. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Two-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Sliced hard but foul. And it's even up. That one missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ozzie Albies in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
one misses. That's 5 straight.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Six straight outside the strike zone.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Two aboard, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Michael Harris the second in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two on, 2 outs. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Payoff pitch. In there. Got him looking for the K. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. At the plate,
Leading off for
Gleyber
the
Torres.
Tigers, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one almost got him.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
No, inside.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball.
All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. In the air, left field. Dubon turns to the right on the move. 2 away.
Up next for the Tigers, center fielder Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
And Sale deals. Just
Ball
misses
outside.
with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece.
Now pitching for
Back
Detroit.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tyler Holton. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Leading off for the Braves, designated hitter, Michael Harris II.
Ball inside. Ha!
Holton, a 6'2 southpaw, 29 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018. Off the mark there. Ball 2. And that one is inside. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Now the 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Ball 1.
The Braves with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. In the dirt, runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Mauricio Dubon, 1 for 2. Step off throw to first. Harris back in on a dive. And now it's even up.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And a count 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Foul ball there. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Got him swinging. Inning over. We're through 6 full. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching. for the
Welcome back. We're in the
Braves,
7th. We have a new
number
pitcher on the
49,
mound. Aaron Bummer.
Aaron Bummer.
And now the first
Leading off for the
baseman,
Tigers,
Spencer
first
Torkelson.
baseman,
He's
Spencer
already homered in this
Torkelson.
game. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Ball.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Martin Perez appears to be getting loose. The 1-1. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 3-2.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Outside. Ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
The 1-1. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
Up next for the
1
Tigers,
down.
right
Matt
fielder,
Vierling
Matt
will hit
Vierling.
next.
Ice.
Line to left. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Tigers, right fielder, Wesley Perez.
That one ripped, but foul. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jake Rogers, the next to hit. That one almost got him. Man at second. That clips the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 5-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Aaron Bummer won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Here comes the new arm for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's a strike.
Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss there.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating. I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 5-2.
Now pitching for
We're
Detroit,
back in a new pitcher
number
here to start the
67,
bottom of the 7th. Kyle Finnegan. Jorge Mateo now. He's been a great free agent sign.
Mateo.
Ball.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A laser to left. And they close the gap. It's 5-3. These fans are really excited right now.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
off down the right side. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. That clips a corner. Acuna thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Fights it off, you'll see another. Got him looking for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now the catcher up to hit, Drake Baldwin. Swinging a ground ball. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Here is Matt Olson.
Hurry.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. The tying run at the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Kenley Jansen, the closer, is getting loose. Tying run at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Stays alive. Man on second, 2 down.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Chop to third. Keith tosses across to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Back at Truist Park, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Ronaldo Lopez getting ready to go. Kinley getting loose as well.
Ball.
And a strike to Glaber. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Tigers, third baseman Colt Keith.
And next up for the Tigers, Colt Keith. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Fought off foul. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Runner takes off, and there's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Torres aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball 2.
And a swing and a miss. 1 down.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Center fielder Ryan Green.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
pitching for the
Tyler
Braves,
Kinley gets the call from the
number
pen.
45, Tyler Kinley.
And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
No, that's a ball. Ball 3.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. Here's a 3-0. Right through there for a strike. And ball 4 to a board.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead. Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Two on, 2 outs.
Ball 2.
That one is absolutely belted. That one hops off the wall and should score at least 1. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So 2 down. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. 1 for 3.
Yeah.
Now 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strikes. Good job at damage control right there. Tigers grab 1 on this RBI double. It's now 6-3.
Now pitching for
Back
Detroit,
now, new pitcher
number
on the mound as we
19,
roll into the
Will
bottom of the 8th. Will Vest.
Leading off for the Braves, designated hitter, Michael Harris II.
ball.
Ball one. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a 1-2.
Ball, no.
That one missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Three, 2. And that one hammered. That's back. Caught just shy of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ball.
The Tigers leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Clips the corner. Strike 1.
No.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Torres under it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon getting ready to hit. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Ball.
This one in the air. Torres settles underneath it, and that's the inning. Braves go down quickly here, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Back here in Atlanta, stepping in, Wenzel Perez.
Wenzel Perez.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And that one is inside. Kinley, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017.
Oh, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Popped in the air, left field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher Jake Rogers.
That misses the zone. Ball one.
Hook one. Ball.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His second homer of the night, and they add a run. It's 7-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Back to the top of the order now. Now, Kevin McGonigal. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Outside low. Ball one. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the ninth.
Ball two.
Missed with a changeup. Ball three.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
3-0 down. And there's the automatic. Foul ball. Payoff pitch. Inside ball four.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Ball one. No.
Good take
No,
by
that's
Torres. McGonigal, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Right through there for a strike. And that drops in for a strike. That's too high, and it's ball four. Another walk.
Up next for the Tigers, third baseman Colt Keith.
First and second, one out. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground is short, could be two. Over to Albies. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Tigers get one back on the strength of this solo shot. It's now 7-3. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Best throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. Fastball for a strike.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now just 2 outs away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Foul ball there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Braves down to their final out.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
The Braves down to their last out. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The 0-2. That one just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one is upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. On the ground, and this should do it. On to first. Ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.